This episode, we're going to answer the question, is it too late to start YouTube in 2024? And we're going to talk about the pros and cons of starting on YouTube right now. I'm sitting here with Sean Cannell, who's been doing YouTube for 17 years, has 3 silver play buttons and a gold play button, and has built an entire 30-person company based on YouTube. So Sean, I think you are well qualified to answer the question, is it too late to start YouTube in 2024?
Well, short answer is it's not too late, but I don't expect anybody listening to this to just take that short answer. So if we unpack that from a couple ways, I've got some stats to share and then a list of pros, a list of cons. So let's actually start with the stats. Going into 2024, YouTube now has 2.7 billion monthly active users. That's a crazy number. 52% of internet users, period, log into YouTube at least once a month. So really, I think one of the mindsets and questions to ask is supply and demand. How much supply, how much demand of content is there on YouTube? And so competition is a real thing. We'll get to that later in the cons. But the good news is that YouTube, the demand for good content on YouTube is really higher than ever before. And it continues to increase because it increases at the rate of new movies, new shows, new marketing tactics, new things in the real estate environment, new hobbies, new side hustles. Like there's always new things people are interested in. And that's a lot of people. One other thing to know is that ask yourself, who's the largest YouTube channel, period? A lot of people's answer is Mr. Beast for a singular channel and an individual, although he's a team now. He's up, 200 million or close to that, maybe a little higher. That's pretty big. It's not the biggest. You also have like E-Series. That's kind of an Indian channel. But I think maybe CoComelon is the biggest. And I'm a pretty big CoComelon fan these days, Blippi, CoComelon, because I got a 3-year-old. And so when I think about, okay, if the largest channel on YouTube is, let's just call it 250 million subscribers, that is actually still just a drop in the bucket compared to 2.7 billion people that are watching YouTube monthly and logging in. Okay. And so what does that mean? It also means that as big as you think, when you think like everybody must watch this person, oh, my favorite YouTuber that's got millions of subscribers, everybody knows about them. No, they don't, because there's so many diverse people. So when I do think about the opportunity, not everybody wants to watch CoComelon or Mr. Beast. Not everybody likes his content. Some people want to learn, they want to be educated, they're into really indie type of music, they're into indie gaming, all kinds of different niches. So I just think it's like it's hard to wrap our mind around the billion number. 2.7 billion people, it's a lot of people to reach. And then the question is just like, okay, so how do I carve out my small piece of that pie? How can one of the things we teach is how to make big money with a small audience, how to really identify your niche. So that's thing one. I think some other stats to know is that YouTube is available in over 80 native languages. So there's and available in over 100 countries, I believe. So, and maybe it's all of them, but I'm kind of messing with the stat there. But the 80 languages thing is like, there's the YouTube Mexico channel, for example, which is different than YouTube.com in the US. And all of that to say is that the international opportunity is real. I spoke at VidCon 2023, the last one, and one of the biggest things on the industry floor was talking about just the international consumption, the international distribution. So if you want to start a channel in English, great. But if you want to start a channel in a different country or in a different language, that opportunity is massive in 2024 as well. Then you also think about TubeFilter has an old stat, and they haven't updated this one, but that over 200 million people have earned money in the creator economy.